there has been a lot of discussion about the whole Chronicles of Narnia stuff. Now, of course, they had the big film franchise, all that kind of stuff, yada, yada, yada. Then last year, in 2017, there was the announcement that they were going to go ahead, I believe they're going to make, Sony was going to make an adaptation of Silver Chair. However, we never heard anything about it after that. And now it appears that we know why. It's being reported that Netflix has signed a deal with the C.S. Lewis estate for all the rights to do movies and TV of the Chronicles of Narnia franchise. Now, this marks the first time ever that all the rights to all the various books that they've had, and I believe there have been 7 books, but the rights to all the books have been purchased by one thing. Netflix now, or at least licensed by one body, Netflix now has plans to do a bunch of standalone Narnia movies for their channel. And also what is being suggested is maybe even a TV series or 2 based on this world that they've created. Now, like I said, this casts, although we haven't heard anything official, this casts into doubt that report that we got from last year that Sony was going to be developing a new movie. At least the fact that maybe it was true at one point, they gave up on it, they gave the rights back, and now they're back at Netflix. Who knows how that all kind of sorted out, but what we do know we've got now is that Netflix is going to move forward doing Narnia movies. I kind of feel like this is the best place for any Narnia property to go, honestly. Like, I really enjoyed the first Chronicles of Narnia movie, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I got a big kick out of it. I had a really good time with it. But I also found that the subsequent films dropped a lot in quality. And not surprisingly, pardon me, they also dropped a lot in their box office results. If we take a look at them, the first Chronicles of Narnia movie, The Lion, the Witch, and Wardrobe, domestically made $291 million. The next one domestically, which was Prince Caspian, dropped all the way down to $141 million, and then the third in the franchise domestically, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, continued to drop down to $104 million. Now, worldwide, we saw a big drop from the first film to the second film, not so much from the second to the third. The first film, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, worldwide took in $745 million, which is a giant hit by any definition. Prince Caspian then came in at 419, and then Voyage of the Dawn Treader worldwide did 415. Basically, it was a long downward and a significant downward trend. Ending in films like, look, if they went from $1 billion to $700 million, hey, it's still making $700 million. That's big, huge, blockbuster by any definition. But it dropped down to like domestically 140, then down to domestically 100, and then worldwide from 7-something down to 400, 415, things like that. That's why a number of people, including myself, started to feel like, number one, the quality of the movies had dropped off significantly. Don't think there's really a lot of incentive to see a new one. But secondly, the business of the movies seemed to have dropped off, and the reputation of the franchise seemed to be hurt. So there was all that kind of stuff. But still, there was a lot of potential in Narnia's storytelling. I could not see a viable way that a studio would actually step up to spend hundreds of millions to make these movies for the big screen. However, a place like Netflix, that's probably a place that could find a home. More reasonably budgeted, it could probably find a home there, and this is probably the best thing for it. Am I excited about it? To be honest, no, not really. I love those books, but just seeing the direction that the films took, not really excited about it, but it is the best place for them right now, and we'll see how these things turn out. All right,